So, CapnnOrifice, he goes by the name of CapnnOrdinary here in YouTube, but it's really CapnnOrifice, and you can guess which orifice he is at it again. He's putting words in other people's mouths and then demanding that those other people defend what they did not state. This time, it is one of SammyLikesHighFives videos. About a week ago, she made a video defending the civil right for homosexuals to marry each other. The same right that heterosexuals have. Any decent, moral, and ethical human being will defend the right of every adult to marry whom they will. Heterosexual, homosexual. If one group has a civil right, then every group should have a civil right if they are consenting adults. As the great agnostic once said, Robert Green Ingersoll, one must concede the same human rights and civil rights to others that one demands of oneself. CapnnOrifice came along and he left a couple comments on Sammy's video, and I have copied those comments so that if he comes along out of shame, if he has any shame at all, and deletes them, I have a copy. I'm going to put a URL up here for the image of those two comments that he's left. He wrote, and I quote, "So, are you supportive of incestuous relationships? You know, mommy and son having sex and getting married? You should be for that if you are open-minded," unquote. So here we have CapnnOrifice equating two consenting adults, homosexuals, with incest and a mommy, his word, having sex with a son. Fucking unbelievable. I knew that CapnnOrifice was, fucked up in the head, but I didn't realize just how, totally shagged what's left of his cerebral cortex is. Sammy replied, and she kicked his ass with her reply. Of course, in a battle of wits, Sammy is champion bar none for most of these ignorant fucktards just like him. And I quote, "I never said I supported incestuous relationships. Don't put words in my mouth. That is immature," unquote. Fucking hilarious. When I first read that, I fell off this bench I'm sitting on laughing so hard, and I pounded the deck with my fist because it was so fucking hilarious. Here we have a wee bairn of a gal, 15 or 16 years old, telling CapnnOrdinary that he's being immature. And of course, she is 100% correct. I will continue her comment. Quote, "Incestuous relationships lead to medical conditions in the offspring, therefore I do not support it. Because I support gay rights doesn't mean I must support incest," unquote. Fucking obvious to everybody with a brain. CapnnOrdinary, after he got his ass kicked by a little girl, couldn't leave well enough alone, so he replied, quote, "Sure it does. You are discriminating against a group of people. Also, at least incestuous relationships can produce offspring. Gay couples can't," unquote. That is the reason I am making this video. CapnnOrifice, is it your contention that in order for a marriage to be legitimate in your eyes, it must produce children? If so, fuck you, up both nostrils. It's just not only fucking asinine, it is insulting in the extreme. You've got hundreds of millions of people out there living in joyful marriage and otherwise, who choose not to have children, and you would equate that with not being a legitimate marriage in your eyes? That is what your fucking comment is implying. If homosexual couples cannot have children, and by the way, they can. If so, not only fuck you up both fucking nostrils, but keep pushing your fucking dicks up your fucking nostrils until it strangles your pituitary gland and keeps on going into the frontal lobes, and then into your mammalian brain, and then back into your reptilian brain until you get to the what the fuck is that? It's a spinal cap thingy. Fucking amazing. Just fucking amazing. Anyhow, I will continue the comment because this shows CapnnOrifice's maturity. Quote, "You haven't thought this out, have you? Are you watching too much MTV?" Unquote. Now here we have CapnnOrdinary, who is acting like an immature brat, asking his intellectual superior, his moral superior, his ethical superior, and his all-around, I guess, in every category imaginable superior, if she is watching too much MTV. Fucking amazing. You know, CapnnOrifice out there, I gotta wonder, are you watching too much church? Maybe that explains why you're so fucked up in the head. Just a thought.